Good morning and welcome from me, Jim Lindsay of JDL Pinball. We are at Electric Friends in Lemgo, Germany, and we are here for the IFBA Electric Friends tournament weekend. German barbecue, indeed. Germans are just really famous for sausages, so we are going to, I'm sure, have some absolutely awesome sausage. If you're down in Bavaria, of course, you get white sausage, and that's even nicer. That is really something to be jealous about. I shall let you know how the barbecue goes. I'm sure it will be absolutely excellent. Okay, so, all right, we need to have a look what's happening here. We go to the standings. They see Philip progressing through into the finals. And we are waiting then for the other two games. So the bit I don't quite understand. Spider-Man is actually just over here, like here. And Centaur, that's what we're waiting for Paul and Pierre. I'm guessing there's probably something going on in the main finals at the same time. So Toby's probably trying to overlap. So he's probably playing the playoffs of the main tournament at the same time as the classics. So don't be surprised if we come to the main tournament and we're actually already into the quarterfinals or semi-finals. Right, so Centaur I think is about to begin. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, here we go. So this is Paul. Yeah, so we can bring the names up. Tina's already filled that in on the sheet. Nice pounds, yeah. Oh, and he hit the wrong target there. So Centaur, you basically have to knock down the orb targets, ORBS, but you have to do them in order. So Paul now needs to knock down the final tournament, but only to reset the targets. Okay, so that's the target's completed. I don't think he'll bounce it from there. But he managed to complete all of the 4 in lanes, which starts a multi-ball. So that multi-ball saved the ball for him. I'll try and show that. I'm sure you will see it again. So he's got the orb targets now reset. Okay, so he now needs to carefully chop. Okay, if you knock down 2, that's fine. So he's got O and R. So you see the letters are flashing. He's unfortunately got the S, so therefore he's out of sequence. He needs to knock down the R, and now he needs to do it again. So start with the O. Okay, fine. Now the R. Missed. So that's the R, and he got the second R as well. So when it hits the S, it will launch another ball. Okay, the screen goes black. It's sort of a bit off-putting. You think your ball's ended or you've tilted. Okay, so he's straight back out of multi-ball again. And he needs to do it again. So he's got the O, that's the R. Bouncing that way is normally okay. Okay, but not complete. But that's a pretty decent score. 200, you can't see from the reflection very well, but about 246,000, I think. A good score in this is a million. But sorry, a sort of reasonable score is a million. You wouldn't expect them to get much less than that. Okay, so nice control. So the second R, he wants next. But this is this machine is a great example of why you should play control, because if you just keep flicking the ball, there is absolutely no chance you're going to knock these 4 targets down in order. It's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's all down to probabilities rather than skill. So we unfortunately got the S. So it needs to aim here and take that. Oh, okay, that's fine. So now, say start again. Make sure you get the O. That's fine. Then the first R. Oh, straight through the middle. That was unfortunate. You see, it took a wild flip at that, and that's where you catch the wrong target, and then you literally have to start again. I mean, you get points. It's not that you don't get anything, but it means you don't progress towards the multi-ball. And if you can get a good multi-ball going, you can actually keep it going for a long, long time, because during the multi-ball you keep completing the orb targets, and that keeps launching another ball. So it's like an adder ball back into the game. Okay, so he's now got a shot up to the left orbit. Okay, that was actually quite nice. So he's on ×5 bonus there. We've got yeah, I agree, Dina. So because we've got the two rigs actually the wrong way round, then there's a bit of signal overlap between one and the other. But don't worry, that's it's all part of the learning process. This is fairly new technology we've got working here, and we need to understand its limits so that we can use it better going forwards. It's a nice setup, but it's things are never perfect. It's yeah, we're only amateurs. We're not, unfortunately, the BBC. So that starts the multi-ball from the completion of the in lanes, and you can keep doing that. So you can do it over and over again. That's completed the orb now while it's in multi-ball, so therefore he gets all of the orbs that he's collected, which I think he was up to 4 probably, because he's got 4 balls in play. And now you really can begin to make the game sing. So if he keeps knocking the orb targets down, if he completes these 2, it will give him another ball. And that doesn't need to be in order. Once you're in multi-ball, the order is not important anymore. Okay, great juggling of balls going on here. That's nice to see. See, once you've got a good multi-ball running, it just sort of seems to self-perpetuate. It's sort of you get into a rhythm, and the balls just keep launching. So 2 balls in play. His shot now is in control. Is actually up this orbit, or from the other flipper round here to catch the captive ball. Okay, so that's end of multi-ball, but he's on 1.8 million points. And the game doesn't get any harder. So all you do is the same thing again. It's not as if you have to knock the orb targets down twice or anything like that. It's just exactly the same the second time round. So he's actually got a multi-ball ready if he can get down this in lane. And if you watch some of the real expert players on this, what they will do is shut the in lane. But of course, once you press the flipper, the in lane changes. Okay, I think he started the multi-ball there. No? Okay, maybe that's only once per ball. You're absolutely right. Centaur is such a great machine, and if you can play it in that controlled way, then you really can make it sing. It's I don't know. There's a number of machines like it that you just sort of think, yeah, I know how to play that. I know I should play that, and the machine has to let you play sometimes. You know, it depends how good you are. It depends on your skill level. The Danielis and the Ray Days and Eschers and people can just make it look so easy. But for us mere mortals, you need say run of the draw. You need a little bit of things happening your way because it's not going to happen every game. So. Okay, so that's Paul's ball 2. He's on 400 and something, which is actually not he's a respectable score. It's not a bad score. But obviously Pierre did a great job of blowing the machine up. The second one straight down the middle. So that's how it goes. Nice control there by Paul. And on the last ball of the game, just a bit more information on Centaur. You can start a multi-ball by shooting up the orbit here when the release light is lit. So that's what Paul's trying to do. There we go. That starts the multi-ball. And that was a great sort of centered mini flip, if you want to call it that, in order to keep that ball in play. And Paul, of course, here he's got 5 balls in play, more than capable of keeping all those. I don't know whether the rig will actually keep up with this many balls. Let's see. That ball very nearly came back as a Lazarus. I never say that word. More balls plunging, I think. That was absolutely great. I'm going to do a little. Replay on that because that was really nice play from Paul. Yeah. So the tiny little micro flips, which just keep everything running nicely. So Paul is a guy that is never going to give in. So just because his opponent's got a really impressive score, that's not going to stop him achieving the same. So. So he's going basically for the orb targets again in order to keep this multi-ball going. Okay, so unfortunately still got a long way to go. He's on 3 times bonus with 50,000. But he's got a ball. He's got a ball stuck here, so the machine still thinks it's in multi-ball. So I think what Kim is going to have to do is lift that ball back here. No, he can't because it's already gone out of the outlane. I think he's got to let it drain. Interesting. We've actually got. Let me see if I can bring the microphone in. I think you've got to actually giving him a chance to clear it. So I've got. Okay, I'm going to switch that microphone back off. Okay, so I have another microphone on the rig that lets me listen into conversations. You don't normally want it during the games, but when there's some discussion going on over what to do in a particular situation, it's quite useful. Okay, so that that ball's now actually drained away, so Paul is now back out of multi-ball, and I think we're back in normal play. Okay. Oh no, 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 no. So is it going to be enough? I don't think so. I think that's going to be okay. So I'm guessing that's Paul not progressing, or is it just one game? Hang on. Okay. Let's have a look at standings. Paul Englert. No, they've not been entered yet. Okay, so no, we're still on 0-0. So that's actually 1 point for to. I can do that from here. There's one. Okay, we need to reverse the order. Okay, so Paul needs to win the next 2 games on this machine in order to progress to the finals. Okay, so he gets the wrong target, and that isn't going anywhere. That's yeah, basically a house ball for Paul, and he's smiling, but he'll be annoyed there. That's and that was a nice fly shot to get 2 targets. That's okay. He's in position here now because he only wants the last target for the multi-ball start. Okay, he's in control, so just this one target here. So multi-ball starts. Now keep knocking these targets down. That's okay, so that's another ball gets launched. Okay, maybe not. Okay, but he's having another good ball here. He's already up to 40,000 bonus with ×3. Unfortunate drain. But that bonus will take him up to 420, I think. Difficult to see with the scoreboard at the moment, but close enough, I would say. Wow. So Paul has everything to do on 1 ball if he is not going to be eliminated at this stage. This is a big opportunity for Pierre. And I don't know if he knows, but he could actually start a multi-ball by shooting up the orbit here. Okay, so he's left the door open. That's only 580, maybe somewhere between 60 and 80. Paul knows how to start the multi-ball, so it's literally just 1 shot up here. Okay, he's got control of the ball. Wait for the light. Okay, same again. Wait for the light to come on. Shoot the orbit. There he goes. So that's multi-ball start. Oh no. Okay, so that's end of game, end of poll for that particular tournament, and congratulations to Pierre. We'll do a Germany's victorious, but they were both German, so that probably doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let's go back to the whole view. Let's see what we're going to be moving on to next, and have a look at the standings. So we have Fabio, Philip, and Pierre in the final. And we have Helen, Ralf, and this, of course, will change to Paul in the playoff. So the playoff is going to be on Galaxy, on this machine over here. And welcome back. Right, we've had a very, very, very nice barbecue out in the garden. Look at me, I'm sweating. It's like roasting outside. So thank you for anyone that's stayed around, waiting for us to finish a very, very nice barbecue. I'm sure a few people have our Twitch screen up in their computer, corner of their computer screen or television somewhere. And wait for things to change. We are just assembling the players. So we are going to be playing this game here on the standings. So this is the semi-finals playoff in the Pinball Classic tournament of this weekend's tournament series. Helen, Ralf, and Paul. We have all the players there now. Okay, so I will take to that machine, which I think is that one, but it could be the other one. Okay. Okay, so here we go. The order is already in. Helen playing first, and here we go. It's just one game, and the winner of this game will go through to the finals of this tournament. So everything to play for. Galaxy, of course, is a game about galaxy. It's about spelling the galaxy letters. So we've got Gala over there, and you've got yeah, the others somewhere up in the somewhere. I'll find them in a minute. That's the X, that's the Y, and basically, if you complete all of those, each one you complete gives you 3,000 points when you shoot into this round the corner setup here. So safe game is just to keep shooting that, even if you're only getting 3,000 a time. But the sort of better way is to complete the galaxy, as many of the galaxy letters as possible first. Okay, so there's an A. Ralf keeping good control here, and Ralf is a nice control player. I've watched him play many times. In folder. Oh, and that was a strange rejection. I think that was probably a bit of a unforced error there by Ralf, but a respectable score, nearly 100,000 points on ball one. Okay, so drop target completion, that's given him 2 times bonus. Bonus, of course, given at the end of the ball. spinner rip there, but yeah, I think he's annoyed with himself. He could probably have saved that. And remember, it's only one player that goes through from this round to the final. So house ball for Helen. So see if Ralf can extend that lead. Nice backhand into the Galaxy. So do you take the target down? He does. He takes the target and nearly gets the Galaxy as well. So he's now on 3 times bonus, but he only has 4,000 bonus, so... Oh, he's got the ball stuck, look. That's... that is, yes, unusual, shall we say. But, you know, the tilts on these machines can be very tight, so it's... Okay, so he gives him another plunge. That's the fair way of dealing with it. He obviously couldn't push it into the target here, and it wouldn't have been fair, really, to put it back on the flipper. Anyway, Kim is a very experienced referee. Knows exactly how to handle strange situations in strange games. Wow. Okay, so he didn't seem to get control of the ball there. So Paul needs to do some work here to catch this up, and this is a pretty safe way of doing it, advancing quite a few thousand points each time. Oh wow, that was not executed very well. That backhand. So Helen fighting here for a life on the last ball. And not to be, so unfortunately that's Helen who will be eliminated from this playoff. Ralf will be feeling confident, but he knows what Paul can do, so will not be resting on his laurels, as we like to say. Okay, so is it enough? All Ralf can do is watch and see. Okay. He's playing a dangerous game here. Okay, so back in the Galaxy. Oh no! Wow, he could have got that, I'm sure. Oh, that is really unfortunate. So it will be Ralf and his dog that progress through to the finals. So well done, well played there. We're going to take standings again. So we're now obviously in the final of this tournament. So we have Fabio Francescato from Italy, Philip Kroll, Pierre Jahic, and Ralf Fleuren. I believe all three from Germany, but we will see.